Hey, what's up? I can barely hear you. Plus, it looks like you're muted. It's better in a recording that you're showing your face or some type of picture. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can't hear me?
Hello. I'm fine. Are you? Yes. How you doing?
I can barely hear you.
I can hear you now. This is fine.
Okay, there we go. Now I can. Okay. So, you're wanting to get a book published or you're looking to let me look what you've read. I'm sorry, I've been very busy myself. Okay, so give me a second here. What you wrote. So, how do I get clients you publish for in your pricing? Not self-publishing. Oh, so your question is how do you get published but not self-published? Am I correct? Is that your?
Hey, sorry, what did you say?
Give me 1 second. Yeah. So you need to speak a little louder because if I can't hear you, that you got to speak. Your voice has to be a little bit louder. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay. So you're So let's try this, okay? I didn't realize it's gonna be this difficult to communicate because it usually never is. So you're trying to do a book publishing, right? You're trying to get a publishing of a book, or are you trying to own a book publishing company?
now. Okay, I've been a publisher for a while. I do publish on Amazon.
You've been publishing for a number of years, is that
Did
what
you
you
hear
said?
me?
You've been publishing for a number of years?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
I've been publishing.
So the thing is you have to get your book to the right publisher. I mean, about all I do is I do publishing on Amazon and other different websites. I do editing of books. I've gotten on TV for books. You just got to know the people to go out there and get it done. There's Ex Libris. I published once with them. I think it cost $500. There's another company that's author has it. Published one for them that was $1,200. There's also extreme marketing situations where if you want to get in the New York Times, it costs like $4,000. If you want to get in a movie, it costs two to three, $4,000. So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, okay, what other questions might you have? Like, there's a chat button here too. There is a chat button over here. If you just want to type in the question right over here to the right, you can type in the question too. If you
Okay.
can't, if I can't understand what you're saying, that's what I'm saying. You can type it over here in the right hand side if you got to in the chat. So you're new, you just started
Okay,
in
let me start.
teaching. Am I right? You just started in teaching and you have a book out that you want to try to get published or you want to market it, right?
Let me start the question.
What was that?
I'll type it now.
You don't have it now?
I've,
Your voice is very shallow when you're speaking. I'm trying to help you here, but you're not talking loud enough into the speaker.
I said I'm not new in publishing. I just want to know how you publish for people.
You're new to publishing, right? Am I correct on that?
No, no, no.
Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. There's a chat button right in the middle there. Type it in the chat what you're trying to say.
Okay.
Watch this. Oh, okay. Okay. Strategy. The thing is, you have to make sure your name's out. Look at my LinkedIn. I have many connections. Look up my name. Thomas Kilbasinski, YouTube. I've done 3 interviews. You do TV interviews, you do speaking engagements, stuff like that. When I first started,
Okay.
yeah. So when I first started when at your age of 29, I had just started writing books to get the different types of strategies you're trying to use to get clients for you to be published. You have to go to them and pay a fee, and it's not cheap. You might have somewhere in Nigeria, though, that I might be able to help you out with where they do have publishing companies that will help you for the fraction of the price. Because here in the US, it is a lot of money for Nigerians to get published. I can, if you send me over a book, I do everything for free for that part. But if you want a book edited, it's page for page. If it's 100 pages, it's $100. If it's word for word, it's by the word. If it's smaller than that. So what I would advise to you is if you have enough money saved, you might want to look up your publishers in Nigeria. That's what I would say. Did you understand what I said there?
Very thankful again. Please thankful again.
What? How do you pay for that?
I didn't get what to say.
1 minute. Let's do something here. I'm going to share my screen. Look at this. This right here,
Okay.
ghostwriterscrew.com, Doris Publishing, Austin Mency Publishers. There's all different types of publishers out there. However, if I were you, I would start off at the minimum price. What strategies would I use? The strategies I would use is the first, how I did it was self-published. That's what I did. All my books were self-published, and then I picked 1 or 2 and got them published. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Here's another thing. I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Let me go to my LinkedIn page. So I'll teach you something here. So we're not just sitting there going back and forth with stuff. Okay, let me go to my LinkedIn. If it's going to let me do it, because I'm going to tell you what, here we go. Down here. This is what I have.
I can't see the screen.
Yes, 1 minute. If I can find it. Do these ones. Right here. This is what I did back in 2010. I built my own highlighted bookstore. See all these books? Look at the dates on them. 2014, 2011. These books I guess she went off. I do. At least she gets back on.
Okay.
Oh, you're there. I don't know what happened. Then I guess you just got to drop the call or something. Are you still there?
Yeah, and yeah, because network.
Wow. Okay. So here's what I'm showing you. Step one, 2010. I built all these books into different projects. You can see them. Show me more. There's different types of size books. There are e-books. There's paperback. There's the hardback books. Um, so the different ways of doing it,
Mm.
you just click on it. Then basically you can share it to Facebook. See this right here? Boom.
Wow.
See, once you make your book, self-publish it, you can put it on there. That's another way to do it. You can put your book on Lulu. It's absolutely free. You can go on Twitter, put it on there for free. Let's see. Why is it not sharing? That does not make no sense at all. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. I don't want to put it on Pinterest either. Okay. So there's certain ways to do it. There's another way. Let me show you something else.
Yeah.
Let me show you my name. See, I have a business Google page. This is you have to sprout your name out. You have to make sure that you're known. See how I have all these web pages out here? The more you get your name out, the better it is. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. If you want to put yourself out there as a teacher, here's the deal. I'll give you a hint on this. I know you're using books, but they're looking for international teachers all the time with certifications where you can travel, the TEFL, the TESOL, everything like that. Notice about what I have by my name: MBA, Master of Business Administration, International Tutoring Association, TEFL, TESOL, TESOL. Those jobs right there pay more than what they're paying in Nigeria. I'm just telling you. If you're ever interested in travel. So let me go back to the books part. Books. See this right here? These are all my books right here in the Google search engine. And I self-published them back at 2019, 2010, 19, 19, 19, 19. There's a bunch of them. And what you have to do is you just have to market it, put ads out. Hey, I got this book for sale. We take a look, or you put in a book contest. That's what you have to do. The strategies are the network. Basically, the strategies are to target market your product. A target market is what your audience is. What is your book going to be about? Is it going to be about teaching? What subject? What subject is it going to teach? You know what I mean? Like for me, I had all these different projects. I had a movers fax Delaware, PA, where I used to work as a company consultant with this company, and I made a marketing plan. So I put it into a book. I have an old project here, all different types of projects. This is the big one here. This is the big book right here. This book right here will has gotten me on TV. This book right here. Let me show you something else. You also, this is something I'm working on. Watch this. So let's try something here. So one of the things is you want to market your book. Notice how I had 2,900 likes on here. 20,000 views.
Wow.
This is one of my friends I just interviewed just the other day for a doctoral project thing. Probably one of the best interviewers I've ever met. Um, so these are different types of things that I'm doing here to try to improve myself with, so I can be like him in some ways. So this is about a story where I had it rough, and then once I came to Philadelphia, I started making money, and it came into a process of making books. This was about 4 or 5 years, no, 3 years ago.
Wow.
So then this is what I'm talking about. You're talking about strategies of getting your book out there. Okay, let me look at this one. Oh, this is the even better one. This is one 4 years ago. So you can see down on the bottom here, 61 to 6,100 likes, and then 30,000 views, 31,000 views. And then we got different comments on it. Come on. So I'll let you see a couple minutes of this and show you to. You have to get in front of the camera, sometimes a little bit, and produce your book. And right here is my book over here, and then this right here is his book.
You've published a lot of books.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was not easy. Some of them are not ready to be published, though. That's the thing. When you go out in the market, you know which books you want to do. I'm only marketing 2 or 3 of them right now, because the rest of them are just hobby books to buy, to look at.
Are they all in one niche?
Wait a second. What'd you say now?
All your books, are they all in one niche? Like, do you write in one niche?
In one, I can't. What you said?
Niche.
One what? I
Let me type it.
yeah. I don't know why. I talk to Nigerians all the time. I don't know why your language is so hard to understand, because like your accent or something. It's like real deep. Let me take a look here. Why is it not coming up? Are all your books on one? Oh, I need. That okay? That's a good word to use, because I'm going to tell you what. I've never had that question, but that's a very good question, actually. Let me look what a niche is. Niche. Niche definition. What is that? Come on. Okay, specialized segment of the market, particular kind of yes, yes. It is a particular type of market or service. Yes, it is. It is a product and a service. I can show you something here. 1 minute. Okay, so let me get out of this interview. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. If I can get into my page, you see if I can get into KDP. KDP. Let's see. Log into KDP. Book publishing Amazon Direct. Here we go. All right. This is where all my books were created later. Now, let me show you something here, then. You're going to see some out of country books that were put in here too, because I had a special relationship with a doctoral teacher in the Philippines. And there were a few people in Africa, but they have their own pages now. So this one right here is by down here, A Whisper from the Heart is by a Philippian teacher. I haven't talked to her in a while. Another one by the same Philippian teacher. Another one. This one I just
How
talked to
come
the other day. So there's different types of teaching books out there that you can create. Like on Amazon, you can do ebook, you can do paperback, you can do hardcover. If you have a manuscript, I can help you get it up on Amazon. I don't charge for that at all. So Mirror of Myself, Philippian Planning Teaching Book. There's one right there. You can see Philippian Legal Framework on page. So this is different types of stuff. You have to go in. Let me show you what we're going to do here. So let me see if there's any more. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of
I
them.
like, sorry.
What?
They have different author. The
Yes, they
books.
are. Yes, because I helped them get it published on Amazon. They didn't have an Amazon way of doing it in their country. So I
Oh,
decided to volunteer and get their books out there for free and see if they would make any money on
but you're using your account.
it. This is my account. Yes.
Oh, I was thinking you create an account for them.
I can do that too. I can do that too. But the thing is that look, here's the thing. We did trading of services. What they did was they would hook me up with teacher meeting stuff, international conferences, which wouldn't cost me a thing. So I would do specialized things for them. That's what I'm saying. So professional things, trade ups.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it would work. Like that right there. Like this. There's another one, doctoral teacher,
So
another
how do they get
doctoral.
paid?
What?
How do they receive their pay from Amazon?
How did they receive what?
Their pay from Amazon, like books.
How did I receive books on Amazon? You have to order them.
I'll no, I'll type.
Oh, you put in the chat? Yeah, let me see what you got here. How do those authors get paid by Amazon since they do not have me? Oh, so here's what happens. If they get paid, right? If they get paid, I get it goes to my account and I pay them. That's how it works. But they have not sold it. That's the thing. I've sold a lot of more of my books than they have sold any, and they have not sold any. You have to sell a certain amount to get paid. I mean, you could sell nickel to the dollar here. This isn't really a profitable. It's one of those things where you have to go to a book shows and present yourself. That's how it has to come down to. Like showing the physical book. Like if you see in one of my YouTube videos where it basically shows the presentation, yeah, this is only to get your book out there. And plus, you have to have a name. So the thing is, I mean, I have a name, but there's thousands of other people that have books out there just the same way. I've had quite a few people buy my books. But the thing is, it is not a money making market unless you're going to put money into it. I'm just telling
You're
that
afraid
that's how
of
it
that?
is. Yeah. So the thing is that like all combined my businesses that I have, which is about four or five of them, the books one doesn't make the most. It's about the fifth one. So the thing is, I can show you and teach you how to do this, but the thing is that you have to be well trained to know what you're doing. You could create your own account and go into KDP and do it. It's all free. But then
I've been
also,
on I'm not new. I've been on KDP. I've published up to five.
you published up to five books.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Why didn't I see that on your profile? Wait a second.
Mm.
Dang, lady. Let me check this out. Did you hold it? No, you're gonna have to wait. Okay, wait a second. Oh wait, maybe I could pull it up here on my phone.
And I think
There it is. Yeah, that's one heck of a name you have there for sure. OD. Here we go. Okay, let's look you up. Okay. First of all, if I want to give you a piece of advice, try to connect with more people on LinkedIn. I'm telling you right now, I mean, because for you to have a certified, being a certified teacher, you have a lot going for you there. Teachers don't get the respect that they do. Trust me, I'm a sub teacher, not an actual certified teacher. So I do certified tutoring and certified teaching in my own business. That's a little bit different. Um,
okay.
Impressive. Bachelor of Education. That's pretty good. Nice job. Skill design. Oh, you have two of them. You have two bachelors. See that? I, yeah, there you go. I would highly encourage going for a master's in education for sure. Okay, there's your recommendation there. Where? Oh, you got to put your books in there. You should put your, if you have books already that you have published, you need to go into more. Here, let me show you something. Let me show you a tip.
Okay.
I don't mind showing people this stuff because it's like I miss this stuff myself. So let me go in there. No, no, I don't want to go back to Google. Okay, here we go. 1 minute. So you see how everything's set up here.
Yeah.
Okay. So right here, there's different sections. Experience. I would put as much in there as possible of what you have, even going back before teaching. See, I put every single experience I've had for the last 25 years in what I have. I put
Wow.
all my educations in there to make sure everybody knows
Wow.
what I have. I put all my licenses in there. There's another big thing projects. different projects, working with different people, volunteering,
Wow.
see, skills,
Yeah.
recommendations. I should, yep, see through 40 through receive. Now, here's the big part. See these publications? Publications are accepted as books. So if you have 5 books that you did on your own, you need to put them in there on your profile so people know that because you could get possibly customers that will ask you, how did you publish your book?
Oh,
I'm just saying, even for self publishing,
really?
if you did your own, like you're telling me, you said you did 5 on your own, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations. Now you're just wondering, okay, so now that I know that you did that, you're just wondering how you can get them out there and sell them, right? For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can do the process of elimination that you're not trying. I saw the question not self-published, but I want to make absolutely sure because a lot of people that come to me will say, "Hey, I need your help self-publishing, or I need your help looking at this. Can you do something to help me?" So that's what I'm talking about. You definitely have a very interesting profile yourself, though. But what I would do is, if you're 29 years old, you should put everything in there from the first day you work so that the employers see what you have in the country. Because your country has a lot of broad jobs that you could use and work with. I know teaching one of those things, like in one of those things, you know what? That's another thing I want to take a look at on your profile. Hold a second. Why did it just do that? No, 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 no. Don't do that. Ooh, D, right? Okay, there we go. So when you're looking at this, what type of so here's another thing. I want to check something out. Certified teacher, Peter. It doesn't, you know what though? It says certified teacher part-time, but you know what? You don't have what subjects you teach. And
Okay.
when you're a certified teacher, you need to go online and find tutoring websites, I would think. You could be just like me and build up a business that you can build up clients. You could do, yes, if it was me, I don't know how good your English is or like type of languages you speak, but countries need like African speakers sometimes for different countries that are running low on teachers because there's such a high teaching demand. And that's all over the world. Right now in Philadelphia, they're paying between 150 and $300 USD. So that's about, oh no, I think that's 100,000 for every 100 or something like that for every 100,000 euros or something like that for every 100, and then like a million for 1,000. So, like for
Wow.
instance, I don't know what the pay is for a certified teacher there, but it's not. They don't pay teachers enough to do what the jobs need to do these days.
Yeah. Here.
Um, but that's great. That's great. Greenville Sedell Academy. It sounds like it's a charter school. And from what I hear, those classrooms are big. I hear that there's 70 sometimes in one room for students, which if you have 70, guess what? The most I've ever taught in one classroom is about 35. I'm saying it. I'm telling you, it gets nuts in those rooms. People throw papers all over the floor. It gets nuts to try to maintain social studies or
Yeah.
science or anything like that to maintain these kids. You have to have a lot of patience, no matter where you're at. But if I were you, this is, I mean,
Yeah.
you really have something going for yourself. If this was me, I would build this up as much as I could. Um, Plus, it looks like you're working the federal capital territory. That's a big territory there, I hear. You got a lot of things going there too, because there's just a lot of jobs where you could use your degrees and get paid big time. Or, some people just move out of Nigeria and say, hey, it's not paying me enough, so maybe I'll just move somewhere else. Some people like to come to the US, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is, I mean, you could. people, or the United Kingdom. There's another one, like a lot of Nigerians like to go to. It's United Kingdom here, or
Mm.
I don't know, India or whatever, you know. But the thing is, when it comes to traveling, I mean, people like their own country. Me, I like my country, but I'd like to travel out of the country too, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really would direct your LinkedIn page. I would put all your teaching experience. So, for instance, let me just put it like this. Okay, let me do this real quick and see if it'll come up. Yes. Now, see how I have everything up above here. See this right here? These are all my certifications by my name. So in America, we do that. If I have a doctoral degree, it's Dr. Tom, no matter what
Yeah.
degree if it's doctoral. You put a title up here, make sure you know what you're doing, put your services, see what I right here. All my services are right here. I try to make sure I expand it as much as I can, and I work on it every single day. I have 3,600 followers, but I have 37. It looks like I'm going to reach 3,700 by either tonight or tomorrow. Um, and then look at this 973 profile views. That's because I have LinkedIn Premium, because a lot of people are paying attention to my profile. 6,000 some impressions, 102 search engines. See this? All the videos, basically. There's one out of New York. This is a leadership paper I just did. Hold it. What in the world? Okay, yeah, there's my degree right there that I just received about 6 weeks ago. So right there. So your degrees market yourself. Your work experience markets yourself. It seems like I don't think you're showing the whole field. That's what I'm saying. Like with the books there, your books are just one part of it. If I were you, I would expand yourself out. If you did teaching studies as a student, I would put that in there. I'd even I mean, if you're satisfied with your job, that's fine. But there's always better stuff out there. Like for right now, I'm doing self-employment and some teaching and then some side tutoring. But you always can do better. So there's these different projects out here, different videos. And I now something I should have done 5 years ago. A friend had tried to tell me, market your books, go on video, talk about it. Well, now guess what? Almost 10 days later, I'm marketing. This is a different food service industry. I used to be a dishwasher, food handler, and stuff like that. And then I interviewed a Nigerian lady for leadership, and then interviewed one of my other friends for leadership, and then just doing different stuff on marketing myself, then getting client references throughout the whole world, and then had a friend that marketed my page a little bit. See this? Get your book on Amazon now. Target marketing, different type of stuff like that, like this. Like this right here, these one-on-one calls. If I'm doing tutoring and teaching, those are $40 USD to $100 USD, depending on what I'm doing. So see, that's another thing when you're setting your own business and you're setting your own rate. So I'm just telling you, you need to use that teaching certification to your benefit and market yourself. Because it seems like you're a very smart lady with a lot of talent. And if I were you, I would just get on LinkedIn and market as much as you can. Does that make sense? Yeah. Are you still there? Yeah. Where'd she go?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I lost you there for a second. So did you hear everything I said?
About my profile? Yeah. I'll work on it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all. I'm always here to help. Like I said, I mean, that's just one of those things. So did I help you enough to get to where you need to go, or do you need further assistance?
Yes, you did help. I really appreciate
No
your
problem at
teaching.
all. Anyway, anytime, anytime. You need help with something, let me know. And I didn't know. Look, the thing is, when it comes to the money situation, I get it. But people have to understand too, I run a business. So I kind of did you a favor here, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine. It actually gets me out there too, to where I can, work with other people because it's volunteer work's good too. So I'm glad I could help you out. Is there any other questions, concerns, or anything I can help you out with at this time that you think you might need? I'm just asking. Before we wrap this up, because I have some other stuff that I might have to do here. I have to do here later. So unless
Okay,
unless
that's
there's
all.
unless there's something else you want to go through, is there something else you need help
No,
with?
no,
Or
nothing else. Thank you so much.
all right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye.